I'm going to be showing you how to walk through DaVinci Resolve interface and how to customize your workflow for easy editing. We know editing is not just about getting the work out there, it's about getting the work out there at an appropriate time and doing and understanding your software. So let's get into it. First, this is the project manager. This is where all of your project live. This is the first thing you see when you launch DaVinci Resolve after you have installed it. You can just go to the website. This is the free tier. You can get the one-time payment plan, which is really nice. I would really like to get that soon. So let's get into it. This is where your project lives. You can collaborate with people, you can work online. So first thing you want to do is you want to create a project. Let's create a project. Let's call the project first project, if I spelled it right, and you hit create. First thing, it lands you in the cut page, but I want to work with you, so let me let you know how, so you can organize your interface and customize it the way you want. Let's go to the media page. This is the media page. Arrange your project, your footage. This is where you want. Let me just do something. So you can bring in clips, you can drag and drop. Let's see if I can drag and drop something. Okay, you can drag and drop this, and boom, it brings in all of these clips that are in the folder structure. It brings in everything. Just drag one and look, this is it on my machine. So you can start organizing it the way you want. As you see now, it is not still into the software. This is just previewing what's on the machine. If I want to know in my software, I can now come down to this master bin right here, and let's create a new bin. Let's call it videos. Okay, now let's open our videos folder and let's drag this. This is a tutorial I created on how to use Mango AI. Let's drag this. Now we ask you, do you want to change the resolution? Don't worry about this. This just want to adapt to the resolution up there. So boom, that's it right there. Now we can start arranging and customizing things the way you want. You have, if you put in a clip, you have an inspector panel. This is the inspector panel. You can add things. You can even go to this file up here, right? You can add metadata to the clip. Like you can add, if you want the clip to have a particular color, you want to give it a comment, like you want to say this is a good take. So if someone is to come and work on this clip, or if you have to pass it up to like a colorist or a sound engineer, the person know this take was a good take, so they'll know how to work with it better. You can add as many as you want. This is just simple structure. You can create them. You can create smart beans. You can add comments and even add keywords. Let us add a keyword. If you come to this clip, you go on there. If you look, this clip has 3 channels. Oh, that's nice. To add a keyword, like if you on our metadata panel down here, you want to right click this and you want to take shot and scene. Let's go to shot and scene. Okay, this is shot and scene. Now I want to go under keywords. Let us say this keyword. Let's say mango. No, let's just say good take. Good take, and save that. Boom, that's pretty it. If we go down now to our keywords panel, you realize that there's a new keyword called good take. You can add as many as we want. Sorry, that is in the wrong place. Yeah, we can add as many as we want. Let us bring more, let us bring more, let us bring more. And we can even give this guy again, let's give him good take. And the nice thing is that once you create a keyword saves in the system, so I don't need to fully type good take again. I just need to start typing it and it pops up and I save it. That's pretty much it. We can give this other two. Let's give this guy and this guy, a lot of things. So that's the media page. Let's move on to the cut page. This is where things start getting interesting, because in the cut page you can do things like, let us just do things like there's something called source take. Source take means it brings all of your clips into one giant source and you like cut them and bring just the parts that you want into your clip. Let me show you what I mean. If you come up here, there's a part called source take. If you hit that, it brings everything into one giant timeline. One giant timeline like this. I can just say, okay, I like this part. I press an in and I move it to here, press an out, I drag this into my clips, I move up, let's say this. Okay, Okay, this is a good part. Bring it in. Okay, out. Keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Just this is a fast way they can work with. You can work with a large timeline, a really big timeline. You can just bring everything in and go through the entire timeline, know exactly what you're working with. This one is really nice, really powerful tool, but I'm really most of the time in the edit page doing the same thing. Although the edit page does not have the source tip, but the edit page is where you'll be doing most of the work, so it's just always nice working in the edit page. Let's move to the edit page. Look, you saw the clip we brought in, right? It has already created a new timeline because we created the timeline in the cut page, and this is the timeline now it has created. This is the clip we brought in, and these are all of the files we created. Everything's already organized for you. Let me walk you through the edit page. This is where things start getting interesting. In the edit page, this is where you do 80% of your work. In the edit page, first thing up here is the media pool. This is where all of your clips lives. This is where music, sound effects, everything, B-roll, PNGs, PSDs, everything lives here. It's just like a file manager where all of the files lives. And the next is the effects panel. This effects panel as well, you have transitions, you have audio transitions, video transition, you have titles. There's a lot of titles you can pick from, a lot. And this is just the free version. Well, you have generators with backgrounds and all of that. You have effects and all these things. Just go through this list and pick yours. I'm sure you must see something that you really like. This is the sound library. This is where you have sounds, but the problem I find with this sound library is I've imported sound. I have so many sounds in the sound library, but you cannot see them. You have to let's search for a sound before something pops up. So let's search for something. Let's say which you see, and these sounds will start popping up. These are them. So it is really annoying to work with, but yeah, that is the sound library. Last is the keyframe editor. This is where you keyframe things, increase scale, size, all of those things. This is the keyframe editor, and you can customize the way you want. That's just it. And then over here, this is the timeline viewer. This is where anything you do, you see it here. But there are two viewers. Don't think it's just one. There are two. So let me open the other one up here. Sorry, that's not it. Let me close this for now. And if you hit this, okay, this is the other edit. This is the other viewer. This viewer here is the source viewer. Means anything in the source. Let me show you what I mean. If I go back to my media pool, right, and I hit this, you see this shows up just by gliding my cursor over this clip. It appears in the source viewer, but it is not there. It just appears there. But if I double click it, it appears now in source view. Then I can set an in and out point here and here. Bring this in. Boom. That's just it. And then everything now appears in the timeline viewer, the final product. If that makes sense, let's close that up and let's open the inspector. Let's open this. Let's work with these tools up here. This is the inspector. This is where you set those keyframes that we're talking about, right? You change compositions, crop, stabilization, and hell lot of things to do. You have an audio. This is just simple audio things that I can work with, but the audio piece is really the monster here. So let us close that. The next panel is the metadata panel. This is where if you created any metadata, right, like the good text that we're creating, you can just come here and say, wait, this text does not look good. So yeah, there's no good take on it. That's just it. And the last one is a quick export. This is where you can export for YouTube, TikTok, Viscate, Dropbox, and custom pre. You can create just this, but it's just fast export. If you can just quickly export or even do for a presentation. This is something that came up. I'm still to use this. I'm still to try it out, but I watch videos and it is really nice from Mr. Alex Tech and Chris Robert, an advanced DaVinci Resolve editor. And these tools down here, I'm just going to create a full video explaining the page alone because it's really powerful. Let's move on to the next page. The next page is the fusion page. This is where things can start getting freaky. This fusion page, you can do things like 3D animations, camera movements, create graphics, create text. You can even create text templates, generators. You can create almost anything in this fusion page. Let me walk you through how it works. I'm just going to give you a quick overview. This first node you see here, this is your media in. If you press one on your keyboard, it appears up here in this first viewer. So let me open the media pool. Let's say if I bring this stick, right, and I press 2 in Fusion page, the 2 viewers does not show. Like, one viewer is not static, that shows just the output. You can change it to show at anything you want. You can even change this output here to show in the viewer. You see the 2 viewers are active. You can control them however you want, bring in clips, connect clips, do things like this. So it is really, I'm not going to go into deep explanation for this, but yeah, I think you get the idea. You see, you can do crazy amount of structures that can be here, actually impressive. It has the same thing, inspector, spline, editor, and yeah, this one will just finish learning. The other one's supposed to come here because this place is scary even for me. So let's move on to the color page. This is the color page. This is where cinematic becomes possible. Your first thing you see in the color page is this graph down here. Yours might be different if you're using a different screen resolution from mine. So let us change that. Let us go to the color wheels and let us change it to the color. Up here is the note editor. This is where you can add any amount of notes that you want. Color the skin tone, grass, sky, background, shared, train tracks, cars, anything, literally anything. And this is the keyframe panel. You can control almost keyframe panels are everywhere. So yeah, and up here you have the gallery where you can save your grade, so you just use the same grade for other clips. So you can even create like lots, lookup tables, right? So it should be that instead of saving a still, let me just save a still. So you see, if I hit this and I take grab still, it grabs this still. Now I can go to this clip and let's just move it a little bit from the timeline, like yeah, and I can just right click and I take apply grade, and it applies all of the grade from this clip to this clip. It does not show because this one is just black for now. Yeah, but that's the main idea. I'm going to create a special video explaining each page on its own and walking through a timeline with you, so you should really know and understand what's really going on. Let's move on to the music tab. The music tab also is another powerful editor. DaVinci Resolve is just full of powerful interfaces. I'm surprised how my machine is just chewing it up like a charm. In the music page, right, you can control EQ, noise reduction, create soundbite. You can do you can even voice record and read a teleprompter at the same time. So you can this is the media pool. Everywhere has a media pool now. At first, the music did not have a media pool. And this is the effects list, text, titles, sound library, and here you can record. So let's move on to the last page because the video is getting too long now. The last page is where you deliver everything that you have to take your precious time creating. Here you can give your project a name, choose where you want to save it to in your computer. Let's choose there. You want to always make sure that you're exporting a single clip, because if you export individual clips and you have a big timeline, then sorry for you, because it will create like each clip on its own as a different video file. It means every text has a video file. It's just going to be chaos. Yeah, I'm going to change it. Yeah, you can leave it as quick format. YouTube, most platforms allows quick format, or you can change it to whatever format you want. Change the frame rate, everything, the codec. Yeah, and you want to hit deliver. Then it comes to the deliver tab. You do the magic button. This is where after you've worked for hours, you hit this button. This is called the relief button. Poop, and you're done. Thanks for watching. And this is just the beginning. This is just to give you a quick rundown of what the interface and how to customize it and understand what the software looks like. Hope you love this video because I love creating it and what more understanding of the software out there. So if you have any question you want to ask or what you don't understand from the software, please let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to help. We all are learning every day. Every day the software is getting better. There are new AI features, there are new things that if you really get into the software, you really get efficient, and it's a crazy good software to learn, a crazy good skill to have. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like this video, and yeah.